In the last lecture, we have gone through the simple Hello World program, and we have seen what are the C program construct, like what are the header files or the method functions, and then the how to write a function, and then the what are the return type, data types. The simple overview we have now in C. So now what I'll do, I'll create a simple calculator application to add two variables. So in this way we'll be able to see what C can do and how we can do some calculation with the C programs, and we will also see what are the data types, how to add two variables and what are the variables. We'll discuss all these things in detail in the later course, but this is just for overview with a hands-on program in C. So let's get started. I'll open up the code block. So this is our old program which we have written for Hello World. Now what I'll do, I'll go to File, New, Empty File, and here I'll start writing my calculator program. The first thing is header file as include stdio.h. Sorry for typo. Then I'll write my main method, and then the opening and curly braces, and inside that I'll define one variable integer, one variable of type integer int. I'll give it a name like num1 and semicolon to end the declaration, and I'll declare another one num2, and then these are the integer variable, integer type. So this is the integer variable name, and this is the variable type, data type. So here we are declaring integer, and then I'll declare another one sum, or I'll like sum. So this variable, third variable, will be the sum of these two numbers. So we are going to do here sum of two numbers. The next thing is printf, and inside the double quotes I'll enter the first number, I'll put new line operator /n and semicolon to end this. Okay, and then I'll write scanf. Scanf is the function to scan the whatever we are like taking the input from the console, taking the input from the input devices. We use scanf to scan whatever we are writing on the keyboard, and printf is to print. So inside scanf, inside the double quotes, I'll be giving %d. So %d is for taking the input type. I'll give num1. So and then I'll end with semicolon. So what I'm doing here, I'm giving scanf means we are going to scan the keyboard, and we are going to take the input. I'm giving %d. %d means we are going to take the decimal kind of input from the input devices. So %d is for decimal. So this is the input type, and here the whatever input will enter from our keyboard, that I'll store in a local variable called num1. So I'll put this value in num1. In the same way, I'll just copy this, the first statement, and I'll paste it here. I'll enter the second number, and I'll copy this, right, scanf %d, the same data type we are going to, I'll make it num2. And then the third one, what I'll do the sum operation. So I'll write the third variable sum equal to num1 plus num2. So here what I'm doing, whatever input we have taken in num1 and num2, I'm adding both to num1 plus num2 and assigning to the third variable sum. Now what I'll do, I'll printf, inside the double quotes I'll write sum of num1 and num2 is colon, and I'll give %d, so input, and here I'll give sum. Okay, so I'll give sum. So this will print the sum of the, and then I'll write get ch and I'll return 0. So now our program is ready. I'll just make it full screen. So we have included the header file, then main method, then three variables num1, num2 and sum, and then we are taking num1 with the scanf %d, then num2 with the scanf %d, and we are adding num1 and num2, and we are printing the sum of the num1 and num2, first number and second number, and then we are printing the value. Now what I'll do, I'll save it. I'll save the file and I'll give it a name, calculator.c. So I'll save it. So now you can see the color has changed. Now what I'll do, I will be running this. Okay, so to run this I'll click on build, okay, then I'll click on run. Okay, yes, see here we are getting an error, and what is this error? Semicolon expected. So where, see here, sum equal to num1 plus num2, I forgot to give the semicolon and we are getting the error. So we have to be very careful while putting the semicolon to end the statement. So here I forgot to end and we got the error while compiling. So again I've corrected this. Now what I'll do, I will run it again. So yes, see it is building. See, now we got the output, and enter the first number. I'll enter 23, enter. Then it will ask for the second number. I'll enter 43 and I'll enter. See here we are getting the output as sum of num1 and num2 is 66. 23 plus 43, 66. Correct? So this is the way we can start building C based application. So now guys, we are getting ready to get the C feel that we can code in C. So in the next lecture we'll be learning more about the C variables and data type.